Today is a very auspicious day. Appearance of Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosvami Maharaj, one of the prominent preachers in this period. We just now sang this song. When will Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestow his mercy upon me? When will I attain the shade of the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas? It is by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that we can come in contact with Vaishnava, devotee of Krishna, and also with Bhagavatam. It is all by the mercy of Mahaprabhu. When will I renounce my identity as the enjoyer? When will I honor the Vaishnavas? Only when I will give up this false identity, then in my real identity, I will be able to appreciate and respect the Vaishnavas, that is, devotee of Krishna. With a cloth around my neck, that is sign of humility, my hands folded, and straw between my teeth, that is also a sign of humbleness, I shall stand before the Vaishnavas free of duplicity, sincerely. Bitterly weeping, I shall relay all my miseries and beg for relief from the blazing fire of material existence. Birth, death, old age, disease, and threefold afflictions is there. One who can admit and he is willing to be rescued, he will present those to Vaishnava and pray for rescue. When the venerable Vaishnavas hear of my sufferings, if it is sincere, they will appeal to Sri Krishna profusely on my behalf. I have no direct relation with Krishna. I cannot directly approach him, but those who are his servants, they are near to him. They can approach him. So if I am sincere, then they will pray to Krishna. In response to the Vaishnava's prayers, because they are very dear to him, near to him, if they will say to Krishna, then Krishna will hear. He will not hear mine, because I am not surrendered. But he will hear their prayers. Then the all-merciful Sri Krishna will become compassionate upon this wicked person. Bhakti Vinod prays to the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas, be merciful and take this destitute person into your association. Kripa kori sange loho eya kinchan. I am nothing. So you be merciful and take me in your association. Then in association of Vaishnavas, then we can get devotion to Krishna, we can get his service, encouragement, and Krishna is also present there in the heart of Vaishnavas. So everything I can get. I have nothing, I am nothing. But in association of Vaishnavas, one can get everything. So today is the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. He appeared in Bihar, and because of that he knew both languages. Bengali on one side is Bengal, another side that Uttar Pradesh, Hindi speaking. So he knew very well both languages. He was first householder, but religious minded, worshipper of Sitaram, Shiva, like this. Then by the preaching of Madhusudan Maharaj, he was brought to Gauriya Math to Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj and fully surrendered to him and became one of his prominent disciples, pillar of that Gauriya Vedanta Samiti, doing all kinds of services, preaching, in publication, seva, everything. Then when Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj opened one mat in Mathura, and he named it Keshav Ji Gauriya Mat because Keshava is there in Mathura. So Srila Narayan Maharaj became mat in charge there and also in charge of the Hindi magazine, main editor, and also he was translating all the books of previous Gauriya Vaishnava Acharyas, that is Bhaktivinoda Thakur, from original Bengali into Hindi language, and also books of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and others into Hindi language. And Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav was very satisfied, full blessing. And also he was main priest when Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj took sannyas. He was priest there, doing yagya and everything. Then also later he was keeping in touch with Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj when he was preaching in West. He sent him Mridanga and all assistance he gave. And just before this appearance of Swami Maharaj, Srila Narayan Maharaj was with him every day there, taking darshan, singing for him, speaking with him, and also bringing other God brothers so that Swami Maharaj could apologize. And Swami Maharaj also requested him, you please take care of my disciples. And also Swami Maharaj told to his disciples that when they asked him who will do samadhi, we don't know how to do it. Then he said, Srila Narayan Maharaj, he can do. So he did samadhi for Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, and then also was helping all his disciples, first in India. Many GBC members of ISKCON, they were coming to hear from him, learn from him. Then later he also went to preach in Western countries and all over the world. Many times he awakened many souls, and so many books they published in English and opened temples, centers in India and outside India, so much like Swami Maharaj, second wave. So I also met him. Every year I tell, in 1999 with our Gurudev, when we did Parikrama, we came to his mat and I got close darshan, unexpectedly, very near. And then on a few other occasions in India, also in Italy, I asked him some questions by email, also in person. He was always very encouraging, not ordinary Vaishnava, exalted, pure devotee. So today is his appearance day. By praying his grace, I searched for some Harikatha. Randomly I was searching, then I opened one Harikatha. So I would like to read from that Harikatha. It is for my own benefit. Previously he told me to read Manah Shiksha and also Bhajan Rahasya and Chaitanya Charitamrita. He told me personally. So this Harikatha is, one second, not mentioned where it is, and I will not read from beginning. In beginning, he is speaking about why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this world. Krishna wanted to fulfill his three desires, to taste the sweetness of Radharani's prema. So then he says, Bhakti pareshanubhavo viraktir anyatra chaishatrika ekakala prapadyamanasya yatha shnato syus tushti pushti kshut apayo nughasam. Also, today I opened that video, my last question to him in Govardhan through one devotee. It is on YouTube video. I asked Maharaj how I can get firm attachment to Krishna. They conveyed my question, and Maharaj said, by always chanting Harinam and by having attachment to Vaishnava and Guru. In this way, we can get firm attachment to Krishna. So this verse is from Bhagavatam. Devotion, direct experience of the Supreme Lord, and detachment from other things. These three occur simultaneously for one who has taken shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in the same way that pleasure, nourishment, and relief from hunger come simultaneously and increasingly with each bite for a person engaged in eating. Here it is written, Prapadyamanasya, one who has taken shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or one who surrendered to him. Here I got one question, but I will reply this later on chat. So if one is surrendered, then this result will be there by doing devotion. If such a result is not there, there is some defect in our surrender. Shri Shukadev Goswami is telling Harikatha to Parikshit Maharaj. He gives the example that you are very hungry and you are taking Mahaprasadam, one handful after another. One handful, a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth. If you are really taking it, three things will come at the same time. Virakti, Tushti, and Pushti. Gradually, your hunger will subside. Some Tushti or satisfaction will come according to how much you are taking. And Pushti, nourishment, will also come at the same time. When you fully take, then full satisfaction will come. You will feel strength and you will have no desire to take any more. Three things. Similarly, if you are following Anya Bilasita Shunyam, real bhakti, in the real process, if you are chanting and remembering and hearing Harikatha through the proper channel and proper process, at once you will realize Krishna in that proportion. And detachment from worldly things and sense gratification must manifest. Detachment from worldly things and detachment from sense gratification must manifest. It is bound to come, and you will be satisfied. Three things will come: performing bhakti, realizing samrasa, taste, and detachment from worldly things. You have been chanting and remembering for so many years, some of you for 30 years, but these three things are not coming. We are not realizing anything and we have no taste. Your hearts is not melting by chanting and remembering. Tears are not coming and you are not satisfied. You are always speaking about problems, problems, and problems, and higher waves of problems. You are not happy and detachment from worldly desires is not coming. Why? There is some loophole in your process. Loophole means it is going, it is lost, like some defect. Otherwise, there is some loophole in your guru with whom you are associating. It will be either of these two things. If your guru is all right, then there is some loophole in your practice. We should realize this. Why is detachment not coming? I want to make more money. I want to taste new wives and new husbands. I'm daily rejecting the old ones and taking new ones. Why is this coming? Has Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatan Goswami, or any of our Goswamis done like this? Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was a Naishtika brahmachari from the beginning. Is there any example anywhere in scriptures or in the history of Gaudiya Vaishnavas? You cannot say, never. Srila Swami Maharaj, means Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, has not instructed like this. Has he said that we should go to the atheists' university? He has shown the way how to enter the school of Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji and the University of Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur. We should believe that this is the first principle of Bhakti. Shraddha Shabde Bishwash Kohe Sudri Danishchoy Krishna Bhakti Koile Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. What is faith? So here there is translation is given by Srila Sai Maharajas in Bhagavad Gita in one purport. Faith means unflinching trust in something sublime. When one is engaged in the duties of Krishna consciousness, he need not act in relationship to the material world with obligations to family traditions, humanity, or nationality. Fruitive activities are the engagements of one's reactions from past good or bad deeds. When one is awake in Krishna consciousness, he need no longer endeavor for good results in his activities. When one is situated in Krishna consciousness, all activities are on the absolute plane, for they are no longer subject to dualities like good and bad. The highest perfection of Krishna consciousness is renunciation of the material conception of life. This state is automatically achieved by progressive Krishna consciousness. This is from Sai Maharaj. Then Srila Narayan Maharaj is asking, what is the meaning? You should know this. Then one devotee was Shri Bhattaranya Maharaj. He had to answer. In the very first stage of bhakti, Shraddha or faith will come. But what is this faith? Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Pad has written this in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Faith means the unflinching conviction that simply by rendering devotional service to Krishna, by hearing, chanting, remembering, and serving the lotus feet of Krishna, I have no requirement to perform any other activities. I have no other obligation. Everything will be achieved simply by rendering service to Krishna. There is nothing else and no other responsibility for me. Because he knows I belong to Krishna, I'm his eternal servant, so I have no any other duty except service of him. But that does not mean that for all devotees it is like only you will sit and 24 hours you will chant. No, that is possible for Madhavendra Puri and Haridas Thakur like them. But for other sadhakas, they have to do these devotional forms of hearing, chanting like this, and also do for their maintenance according to their status, either as monks or as householders, but nothing more than that, only this. with the target of serving Krishna. So their whole 24 hours is only engaged in the service of Krishna, no any other activity. Srila Narayan Maharaj then further says, we know that Haridas Thakur never attended any school. Was he admitted in any school since his birth? Never. Yet Mahaprabhu made him Namacharya Haridas Thakur. Why? He was qualified to be a Namacharya. If anyone has faith in the name, thinking that by the chanting of the name his life will be successful, and he is chanting and remembering with this faith, then he has no need to go to any school, any college, or anywhere else. Has Srila Sai Maharaj told anywhere that you should go to this bad university or that bad university? What will be the result? Those who are going will be like historians. They will not believe in God. They will not believe in name and Harikatha. They will not believe that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came from Golok Vrindavan or Shvetadip. They will think Krishna was not God. Gradually this belief will come. They will compare Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Buddha, that's Siddhartha Gautama. They are bound to do so. They will not be able to have faith in Chaitanya Charitamrita and in Srimad Bhagavatam. Was Srila Shukadev Goswami admitted in any school? Yes, he was admitted. Where? In his father's school. His father instructed him, you should hear Srimad Bhagavatam and you should chant and remember. By birth, Srila Shukadev Goswami was a high class of Brahmagyani, impersonal death realization. But then, he attained the mercy of his father. Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgranta Api Urukrame Kurvante Hoitukim Bhaktim Itam Bhuta Gunohari. What is the meaning? Then again, Shri Pataranya Maharaj. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the sages of Naimisharanya asked Shri Suta Goswami, O Suta Goswami Path, please tell us. Shukadev Goswami was absorbed in Brahman. He was completely self-satisfied, Atmarama, having no desire and no attraction to taste anything. He was completely self-satisfied. So why is it that he underwent the study of the Srimad Bhagavatam? There are so many verses. Such an arduous task to study the 18,000 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. In reply to this, Suta Goswami spoke this Atma Ramascha verse. Even those who are liberated, those who are completely self-satisfied, develop a very intense attraction to the Supreme Personality of Godhead because he is filled with the most wonderful and astonishing transcendental qualities which are all beyond the nature of this material world. Then Srila Narayan Maharaj continues, Krishna is so beautiful, he is so sweet, he is so fragrant. Even creepers, trees, animals were charmed. You have read in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Mahaprabhu was going to Vrindavan and chanting Krishna, 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 He Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshamam. And the animals were hearing on the way. Although they were very dangerous, somehow they touched the feet of Mahaprabhu and received his sweet, powerful glance. At once they changed and began to chant, O Krishna, Krishna. A mad elephant, taking his trunk, called, O Krishna, Krishna, in his language. The tigers forgot their malice and enmity with the deer and others. Serpents, snakes, bears, and lions were all following him at the same time. You cannot believe all this now, but it can be if you are not going to college and if you can hear all these things in the council of a high class of devotees. Then you yourself will also be able to do this. I am realizing this. So many tigers, like in this poster, so many tigers and bears are now following. Very intellectual giants have forgotten to quarrel and they are coming to us. We want those who have no regard, those who want to cheat others and play with their lives, to know their Gurudev. You should not stop at any point. My request is that you should try to open the blockage from your stream of bhakti. You should read Srimad Bhagavatam with very deep meanings. First try to hear. Then you will know what is your object. And then worldly desires will be gone. Only one desire will remain: how to serve Krishna. I want this. I have come to remind you of all these things. Don't go in the stream of sense gratification. There is no harm if you are living worldly lives as householders. No harm. But from there, with your family, try to develop your Krishna consciousness. There were so many associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna also, who were family men. The gopis have showed us how, even in worldly family life, we can develop our love and affection for Krishna. The gopis are the only examples of this in this world, as are the associates of Mahaprabhu, like Shri Swarup Damodar, Shri Raya Ramananda, and Shri Rupa and Sanatan. They are all liberated, eternal associates, but they were practicing as though they were sadhakas. Why? To teach us. What were they doing? Shankya Purva Kanama Gana Nativi Kalavasani Kritav. How pathetic, in the mood of intense separation, was the tone of your Prabhupada. Here means Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. He was weeping, singing with tears, and so many other symptoms. Have you heard any of his bhajans? The mood of his heart is coming forth. You should hear and think about what he is telling, how he is following bhakti. He has come to teach all these things, and I am requesting you all to follow. You must know your aim and object, that the mood of the gopis is the highest. Something is there in the transcendental constitutional position of those who are coming to the line of Mahaprabhu. Otherwise you would not have come to this line. Never. There is something there, and that is why he attracted you. You know that neither wood nor any other material can be attracted to a magnet. The magnet will attract iron if it is pure. If you are pure or impure, if you have somehow come in the line of Mahaprabhu, then in your constitutional form there must be something of Gopi Bhav. Otherwise, how could you have come? There are innumerable persons in this world, but you are coming. Therefore, I think you have some qualities to know all these things. If you are hearing from any bona fide Vaishnava, and you are always in his guidance, then you must develop your Krishna consciousness. So I think that you should try. One day, very soon, you will become old. Death is very near. Your power and beauty and your curly hair will disappear. Your intelligence and money will not be able to save you from old age and death. In the days that are left, therefore, try to achieve that goal and be happy in this life and forever. We can come to Prahlad Maharaj. This goal, Gopi Bhav, is the highest. But how will we be able to follow this process from the beginning? You should read under the guidance of any pure devotee about the life of Prahlad Maharaj from the beginning. You see, he's also telling this thing, same thing as our Gurudev told. Yes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give Gopi Bhav, Radha Bhav, that highest Manjari Bhav came, but there is a process to achieve that. So beginning is we have to follow the life of Prahlad Maharaj. That is why Mahaprabhu also heard about this 100 times, not because he needs, but because he came to teach by example. He knows that we need this. We are in beginning stage. So here Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj also telling the same thing. What Prahlad Maharaj, what was he doing? Although he had been put in a school, when his father asked, "What has your Gurudev taught you? What is the best thing you realized in your school?" Prahlad never said that he had learned something from the Guru in the school. Why? Because his Guru is Narad, and he was taught by him when he was in the womb of his mother. So he was attending school, he was hearing their classes, but all their talks were going in one ear, in and out the other. Nothing remained, and he never followed them. Our Gurudev, he was hearing and also replying their question. But in his heart he never accepted. In order to maintain peace in society, he was acting in such a way. He was not unnecessarily arguing or disrespecting, so he heard and also replied, but in his heart never accepted. In this way we have to live in this world. Even sometimes if you are somewhere, you are forced to hear something. Maybe some Sahajiya speaking or some Apasiddhanta or something is there. But you hear, but you don't accept. You accept only what is bona fide. He always followed Narad Goswami. From the beginning of his life, he was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He was going to school, but never accepting anything from his teachers. His father used to think, he is demolishing all my work. He is against me. He is like an enemy. I want to ask you, can you tell what happened when Prahlad Maharaj was brought to his father? When his father asked him what he had learned, what did he reply? Then one devotee had to reply here, Govinda Bhakta Prabhu. Prahlad replied, "O father, tat sadhu manya asura varja dehinam." He very politely said, Asura varja dehinam means, O best of the demons. Our Gurudev told, why best? Because generally demons are not interested in hearing something good. He was congratulating him. You are a demon, but you are the best of the demons. Hiranyakashipu was feeling very proud and happy that, yes, he knows my position as a great demon. Prahlad Maharaj continued, those who have taken the vow to enjoy temporary material things in this world are always full of anxieties. They try in so many ways to enjoy, and they make a vow, eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we may die. So now we should enjoy to the maximum. This is their vow. Still, they only experience anxiety. Such enjoyment is likened to one who falls into a blind well. Then here, a very nice example. Once there was a man walking in the forest and he saw a tiger, and this very ferocious tiger started to chase him. As the man was running, he saw a well, a ditch covered over by grass. He saw two branches growing out from the walls of the well, and holding on to the branches, he lowered himself down to get away from the tiger, who by this time was just looming over him. However, he saw that below him there were some very venomous cobras that were raising their hoods and extending their tongues. His legs were dangling just over these snakes. He was on those branches. At the same time, there were two rats, one on each branch. One rat was black, another white, and they were nibbling away at the branches. His situation was now very, very precarious. They were eating those branches. Up is tiger, he's on the branches, the rats are eating, down there are cobras. So that is dark well. Our Gurudev told dark well means this, in Bhagavatam it is said, this family life where there is no respect for sadhus, only for sense enjoyment, that is blind well. But here another example is there. So this is the situation. Then Srila Narayan Maharaj said, like ours, means his situation is now very, very precarious. Then Narayan Maharaj said, like ours. Then Govinda Bhakta Prabhu continuing, so our situation also is like that. At any moment we may die. Death is imminent. Srila Narayan Maharaj, what do the tigers represent? They are roaring like death at the top of the well. Means this is death, tigers. The many snakes are our many problems, daily problems, problems and problems. Go on. Then Govinda Bhakta Prabhu continuing, death who looming over his head. And at the same time there were problems coming from all directions. In the meantime, the rats were nibbling away. The two rats, one black and one white, signify night time and daytime. In due course, the karma of that life will run out. The rats are nibbling away at his duration of life. At any time, the branch will break. Prarabdha karma. How much is there in your result, that much you will live in this body. When those results will finish, it will finish. I also heard now, I heard before from Gurudev, also now Shraman Maharaj told me, there is a fixed time for everyone when he will have to give a body. Fixed time. Only for if Krishna wants to change for his pure devotees, he can change Prarabdha karma, but that is very rare. Generally for all, it is fixed time. It is in astrology, it is in Bhagavatam, it is everywhere. Fixed time, according to your Prarabdha karma. So, day and night, they are these two rats, they're eating Up is death, down is problem. They are eating day and night, going. No one can stop this. When the results will finish, then you will have to give up this body. Srila Narayan Maharaj. And there was also a branch over his head. Govinda Bhakta Prabhu. Above him, there was a branch with a beehive. And there were some very beautiful golden translucent drops of honey beginning to fall. One plant is like that, the honey is coming. As they began to fall, the man stuck his tongue out to catch them. He then began to enjoy, and he forgot the reality of his situation. Then Srila Narayan Maharaj said, oh, most tasteful. He forgot all the dangers. This honey means this worldly sense enjoyment, so by which we forget the reality of situation. We know that our fathers and forefathers have died, and we know that all who were put to death were never happy. Still, we want that old age should not come to us and that we will not die. We are always making efforts to make ourselves more beautiful, more powerful, and more intelligent. We want to be expert in sense gratification. But moment by moment, the two rats are nibbling. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, then 1 hour, then 24 hours, then a day, then 7 days, then 1 month, and after 12 months, then 1 year, and then 1 yuga. In this way, our life is diminishing, and still we never think that we will die. We are satisfied like mad persons. And what is the honey? It is the very beautiful, very sweet love and affection of wives, husbands, and children. If not of husbands and wives, then of new girlfriends and boyfriends. And Brajanath Prabhu said, today we saw a dog in a car next to the driver. People love their dogs so much. This is also like honey. Then Srila Narayan Maharaj saying, they are making hospitals and charitable funds for that dog. They think after my death, everything will be for that dog. But when they will die, they will become dogs. They don't realize this. Because if you serve so much and you become attached, like Bharat Maharaj, in the next life you will become dog. If with improper conception, with materialistic conception, if you serve, then that will be the result. But there are some rare exceptional cases that one dog was there in Shivananda Prabhu's association. He was a devotee. Mahaprabhu, Shivananda served him, Mahaprabhu served him in that consciousness, transcendental consciousness. That is exceptional. But generally, people who are in ignorance, they are serving dogs and they become attached, they will get that. But when they will die, they will become dogs. They don't realize this. You should realize it. You can die at any moment. Day by day, your longevity is decreasing, second by second. We ask, what is your age? Oh, you want to know my age? My age is 100. But this means that 100 years have already gone. Like 45. I'm now 45. I think I'm this, but it means 45 years already passed, lost. How much more, no one can say. You can see in astrological chart, but it may not be accurate and Krishna may change. So we should not count on that. And also Shraman Maharaj told, if you think my prarabdha karma is like this, I will live 100 years, so no need to worry, I can do, no. If you think like this and in your present situation you will not work properly, then you will make your future karma bad, not good. So irregardless of what is my prarabdha karma, you should not be I don't know if that is complacent, satisfied. You have to work now good, means doing bhajan. There is only one paragraph left. First of all, you should know that Sri Shukadev Goswami is speaking and Parikshit Maharaj is hearing. You should think that you are in the council of Parikshit Maharaj and all the teachings are coming through Sri Shukadev Goswami. From where did he learn them? From Krishna Dvaipayan Vedavyas. From where has he received these teachings? From Narad Goswami. Narad Goswami received them from Brahma. And from where has Brahma collected all this knowledge? From Krishna himself. These are the teachings of Krishna himself. That Guru Parampara, Krishna is the original teacher. So which teaching? This teaching of Bhagavatam. So we should, as here Srila Narayan Maharaj said, I think it is meant for me that I did not search, randomly I opened this Harikatha. It is meant for me to understand, yes, that is the goal, but there is a procedure to attain that goal, and it starts with these teachings of Prahlad. When Father asked him, then he said this: we are so much engaged in this sense gratification, all embodied living entities, like a dark well. All problems, danger. So this, and getting only anxiety. But we are taking some sense gratification and forgetting about the reality. But that will not help. Reality will take its tax sooner or later. So Prahlad Maharaj told, I think it is sadhu, it is good that someone should escape from such dark well, means that sense gratification, family life, and should go to the forest and should take absolute shelter of Sri Hari, worship him. That will be good for him. Forest, our Gurudev told, does not mean physically forest, but it means you have to come out from Tamoguna, Rajoguna into Satyaguna, means with detachment. You should, in a regulated life in Satyaguna, you should live your life with worshipping Krishna. Then that will be beneficial. So here he told that one has to take absolute shelter of ashray of Supreme Lord. Here this question came, Haribol, what actually means to fully surrender? If you can kindly explain. I don't know because I am not fully surrendered. How I can explain? Our Gurudev is fully surrendered. Means he is fully practicing those sixfold surrender, doing what is favorable for the service, giving up what is unfavorable, accepting that Krishna is only maintainer, Krishna is only protector, that I am of him, I belong to him. No any separate proud existence. Pride is not there, humility is there. I belong to him, I am from him, I belong to him, and offering everything for his service. This we have to learn, how to fully surrender to Krishna from someone who is fully surrendered. Bhakti Thakur showed in that kirtan, I am approaching Krupa and Sanatan, and I request them, you please teach me Sharanagati, because only those who are surrendered, they can. Our Gurudev told, in those in whom Sharanagati is manifest, they can manifest it in others, when we follow their instructions. So our Gurudev told that we have to offer ourselves and everything what we think is ours for the service of Krishna. Then when we achieve that full surrender, this knowledge, I am of Krishna, I belong to Krishna, everything belongs to Krishna, then Gurudev told, whatever such completely surrendered or fully surrendered devotee will do, everything is devotion to Krishna. He cannot do any other activity. Whatever he will do is for the satisfaction of Krishna. That means full surrender. Like here, Srila Narayan Maharaj told, only one desire will remain, how I can serve Krishna. All the time only this. That means full surrender. No any other desire, no any other activity. With this full realization, who am I? I belong to Krishna and everything belongs to Krishna. So everything should be engaged in his service. When one is well established in this full surrender, then he's pure devotee. Then he can also help others because he's rescued. If I am myself and drowning in the water, then how I can rescue others? It is impossible. Only one who is out, he can rescue others. So our Gurudev, or like Srila Narayan Gosvami Maharaj, they are fully surrendered. And they preached all over the world and rescued so many souls, inspired them. Srila Narayan Maharaj, he felt this is his duty to help disciples of Srila Sai Maharaj, and he encouraged them. Many already left, stopped, but he encouraged them and they took sannyas like this. He pulled them out. Why? Because he is established in devotion to Krishna. Always we need such kind of association of devotees. Then we can get that encouragement to surrender to Krishna, to serve him, and to come to this platform. That is our goal, to become fully surrendered. Only obeying what Krishna wants. I saw this in our Buddha. Practically I saw how he was fully surrendered to his Guru, following all instructions. That is for the service. The instruction of Guru is service of Krishna. So I saw that in our Gurudev. Absolute surrender, full. No any other thought is there. No any other desire, nothing. Only what is his order, what I have to do for the service of Krishna, and practically following that all the time. They are the only ones who are peaceful and happy in this world and after. And they are the only ones who can rescue others, conditioned souls like me. So today is Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosvami Maharaj's appearance day. I am grateful to him. He encouraged and gave guidance and so many books. He told me in Venice, you take all my books with two hands. He showed like, you take all my books, means out of compassion. They are so compassionate because that is mercy. By reading devotional books, we become inspired for devotion. Because one devotee told Narayan Maharaj that I am scholarly, but Narayan Maharaj, by his look, he did not say anything, but by his look, he was surprised. I agree with him. He was like not confirming that, and I agree with him. But because they are saying, so he made a like surprise. No, I don't think so. Like surprising look, but because they're saying so, he said, okay, you take all my books you take. Especially he instructed me to read Manah Shiksha, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and Bhajan Rahasya. So I'm grateful to Maharaj. I visited his samadhi many times in Mayapur. So I'm going down to his lotus feet in his samadhi mandir.